Hello students, today we are going to start a new chapter, sorting materials into groups. You can see number of things around you. They look different and have properties different from each other. What are these things made of? Have you ever thought it? Let us take the example of your pencil. It is made of wood, the lead, which is combination of clay and substance called graphite, and paint. Your eraser is made of rubber. Your big book is made of paper, ink and glue. A knife is made of steel and wood or steel and plastic. So wood, steel, clay, graphite, paint, rubber, paper, ink, glue and plastic, these all are the examples of materials. Materials are used to make different kinds of things or objects. Same material can be used to make different kinds of things. Like you can see in the picture, I have taken the example of steel. Steel is used to make knives, utensils, cars, buildings, bridges, etc. So like this, there are number of examples that show the same materials can be used to make different kinds of things. Similarly, same objects can be made from different kinds of materials. For example, a tumbler can be made of glass, plastic, thermocol, ceramic or paper. And like this, there are many more examples. So several objects can be made from a combination of several materials. How these materials are alike? We have talked about the large number of things around us. All materials occupy space. The amount of space something occupies is known as its volume. And all materials have mass. The amount of matter in an object is known as its mass. So, anything that occupies space and has mass is matter. And materials are alike due to two things. One is volume, another is mass. Other properties are different for different materials. You can see many examples around yourself as you are sitting in your room. In your room, you can see many things around yourself like fan, your LCD, bed, sofa, furniture like your study table, almirah, pen, pencil, anything that can you see, that can you touch, and the things that occupy space in your room and in your house and around yourself, these all are matter, including animals, birds, the living and non-living things, all are matter that occupy space and have some mass. There are some non-matter things also like feelings, love, sadness. These don't occupy the space and they don't have mass. What is matter made up of? The smallest particle of an element is an atom. Atoms are so small that they cannot be seen even by the most powerful microscope. The smallest particle of gold and iron is the atom, but the smallest particle of water is not a water atom. Why? Because water is made up of two different kinds of atoms. The smallest particle of water contains two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. These forms one molecule of water. So iron, gold, hydrogen and oxygen, whose smallest particles are atoms, are known as elements. Means the element whose smallest particles are atoms. And the substances such as water, which are made up of two or more elements, they are known as compound. And the smallest particle of compound is known as molecule. And you know, there are about 118 different elements. about around, out of which 92 are natural and rest of are made by the scientists in the laboratories. The common elements are hydrogen, oxygen, chlorine, zinc, helium, sodium, silver, sulfur, magnesium, nitrogen, aluminium and mercury. Atoms, let us take the example that let's suppose atoms like the letters of alphabet. We group different letters to make word. Thousands of words, or we can say that millions of words can be made from just 26 letters of English alphabet. Thousands or millions of words can be made from just 26 letters. In the same way, atoms join together to make molecules, and millions of different kinds of molecules can be made from these 118 different kinds of atoms. That's why we see millions of compounds all around us. Sugar, chalk, vinegar, salt and water are all the compounds. Their molecules are different from each other. This difference in the molecule is the reason why salt is salty and sugar is sweet. So now we will do the classification. Grouping together things with similar properties is known as the classifications. The things we see all around us, in what way they are alike and how they are different from each other, that is classification. Although living things share some common properties, they differ from each other in several ways. Living things are further classified into subgroups such as plants and animals. Each of these can further classified based on certain properties. Like we can classify the animals in the categories of in the groups or categories like insects, fish, reptiles, birds and mammals. And we can categorize the plants in the form of fruits, vegetables and decorative. Means there are some plants which provide us fruits, there are some plants which provide us vegetables, and some are only decorative plants. These are some groups into which we've classified the things. The classification is not confined to living things. Non-living things can also be classified in various ways. It can be done on the basis of what they are made of or how they are used to, whether they are natural or human made. Materials such as wood, cotton and jute occur naturally. However, ceramic, plastic, glass and steel are human made. We have many more examples of classification, like in the kitchen all the utensils are kept together. We don't mix them with other things like the in the sugar container or in the cereal container. So all are the and all the spices are placed at one place. If you want to find the turmeric in the kitchen, you don't have to look everywhere. You just go to the shelf where the spices are stored. So how like this we classified all the things in our home also. All the materials have certain properties. We can talk about its size, shape, color and about how it feels or smells. Size, shape, color, texture and smell are the properties of matter. All matter can be described by such properties. The properties of materials decide what things we can make out of them. For example, we cannot make tools out of a rubber as it is not hard, and we cannot make cooking utensils out of wood as they will catch fire easily. So all the materials have certain properties like appearance, luster, texture. We will discuss them one by one.